I invite any WorkSafe inspector, support person to come out and actually have a look at most homes. Most homes, you find that there is not an application where you can put a platform ladder set up first in the first place. Now, we won't worry about talking about the logistics of getting all these different platform ladders to site. We won't even entertain that consideration, because that's another concern. You think of, if you're attending 4, maybe 5 domestic homes in a day, how are we going to have enough ladders to do that? Let's move on. So most installations, or most access points and ceilings or under the floors will require setting up ladders in a compromised position. Now, unfortunately, the VBA and WorkSafe don't seem to want to work together in creating a solution. But there's already solutions out there that actually work really well, and it will eliminate the ability or the requirement to even have to use A-frame ladders again in the roof. As in this installation here, attic ladders. Whenever I go out to a job and there's an attic ladder installed, I actually breathe a sigh of relief. I actually enjoy going up into the ceilings that have attic ladders. Typically, because the attic ladder has been installed in a place where you can actually open it out. In this example, we're in a garage. Plenty of space to get to it, plenty of room to be able to set up and get the job done. Attic ladder typically is set up in a way that you can safely get up, and for WorkSafe to keep them happy, there's even a little handrail there that gives us 3 points of contact. Now, the other thing, once we get into the roofs, if we were to walk up this ladder, typically what we find when we land in attic ladders are normally put into locations that actually have reasonable access to be able to get into the roof. Quite often they've got flooring down. I know that the VBA have started requiring all appliances. Now that includes reverse cycle. Historically haven't included reverse cycles in the past, but all appliances now need to have a platform all the way to the unit. That's really good. Obviously, this roof is quite large, and that unit is actually is about 15 meters or maybe 20 meters from this hatch. It's great that we've got lights on the roof. I don't welcome that. But if we want to solve the problem about people not using A-frame ladders and people falling from ladders, then starting to work about the overall picture, putting in access ladders into roofs, having space we can get to it. VBA allowing buildings and councils as well, allowing buildings to be built with such a way that we can actually have service space. Now, this is a luxury. Typically, you cannot walk through a roof because the building regulations and the council requirements on height means that in order to get the beautiful homes that are now getting built, there is no service space given. If we want to solve this problem going forward, this will work together from government to legislation to VBA to WorkSafe, builders and contractors. Together, we can actually find a better solution and make safer accesses through everything. And ultimately, anything that gets installed that needs to be serviced should be have serviceable access, a reasonable service access. Now, reasonable service access is not 300mm manholes, and is not crawling through 300mm height of ceiling space. Now, all the installers will say that I'm complaining about no service access. We welcome anyone that wants to try and crawl through some of these spaces to get to units to service them, to come and do so. Crawling through these roofs is a bit like going to a Bikram yoga exercise, where you're having to climb over ducts, under ducts, over cables, around cables. And don't get me started on antenna guys. You guys, if there's a way of getting an antenna cable in the way, you guys seem to be able to nail it every time. Congratulations. So I'd like to see your comments on this topic. I know it's going to be hotly contested, but at the end of the day, if we work towards a safer, serviceable installations and homes, I think that the end user is actually going to benefit from this as well. Love your thoughts. Talk to you soon.